Hello, everyone, and welcome, Scorpios. So, this will be a reading for the month of March 2022 for the water sign of Scorpio. Sun, moon, or rising, it doesn't matter. So, check your charts, maybe check your other videos as well, your other readings for more overall. But this will be for the whole month. So, these are kind of longer and bigger readings. Make sure to check the other smaller readings that I do, where they're more like daily or weekly readings. And then make sure you subscribe so you can get your next month's as well. I'm going to go ahead and pull an overall energy for the reading, and then we're going to pull your tarot cards. I use many decks, so I'm going to do job, career, finance, housing, car, all of that stuff in the 3D world. And then we'll move over into a love reading bonus at the end. And then we're going to get any last messages or advice from the universe, with an oracle and a healing crystal. So let's go ahead. Spirit, welcome in. This is for the month of March 2022 for the sign of Scorpio. I almost said Cancer. I just completed Cancer. This is for Scorpio. Tenth house, authority. So this might have something to do with your job situation. Beautiful card. Oh my goodness. Climbing to the peaks, climbing those mountains. Maybe striving for more cash flow. All right, let's figure out what this entails. Hopefully you are the emperor of your life, but when it comes to our jobs, we're not always, the emperor of that. So, but it does look like you're going for new heights or something like that with that. Two of Swords, a decision yet you're not wanting to quite. Ooh, Two of Cups under the deck and the Two of Swords. Maybe you're butting heads with someone at work, your authority figure, or someone that is above you. Four of Wands, that usually represents our home. It can talk about marriage, all of that, but it's kind of something that everything's out in the open because it's a 4. It's stable, so nothing is being hidden in this time. So it's a time to be able to celebrate. But we are in kind of the 3D reading where we're talking about finance and all of that. So this can talk about housing. Under the deck, we do have the Ace of Cups. So cups keep coming up under the deck as far as the emotional parts of it. New. Hangman, Queen of Swords, and the Hierophant is under the deck. Okay. So when I have the Two of Swords and the Queen of Swords in the same reading, that's telling me you are needing to make a decision to cut something out of your life that's no longer working for you, in a sense, because the Queen of Swords, she is very logical. She sees things very clearly. She is out to harm none, but she won't take any shit either. So if you are not, if something is not working for her, she's going to cut that out immediately. She doesn't dance around things. However, we do have the Hangman here, and that does talk about kind of like time is standing still, there is a holdup, that sort of thing. And then a 4. 4s are about that pause as well. It's basically taking that pause, that time to celebrate. This is a self-sacrificing energy where you know it's not the right time to do something, and that could be why you're not making the decision. So, and then we have the Hierophant, which does talk about a teacher, an elder, a pope, someone that can give you advice, that sort of thing. It can also talk about higher learning, like if you're going back to school, furthering your education for your career. I'm going to have to clarify this. So it's like this teaching energy underneath the deck. That's all about traditions, your moral compass. You know, maybe you're not happy at your job and you're wanting to leave it, but you know it's not the right time and you don't want to screw over your company or your boss or something like that. For some of you, it could be that. I'm not... I mean, it could be to do with housing as well, because we have the 4 of Wands here. Alright, Spirit, help me clarify this reading for Scorpio. The 5 of Cups, I mean, is this in reverse? The 5 of Cups is sadness, grief, the one that got away, loss. It can be a pessimistic outlook as well, you know, like your glass is half empty instead of half full. With this being in reverse, or, you know, I'm just going to kind of leave it here a minute. Let's see what's under the deck. Okay, the Page of Swords. So I think you're gaining more information on the subject. There is a pause. And things are kind of good right now, but there's this underlying decision that needs to be made, and something needs to go. But maybe you don't want to make the decision because it's going to, because you know, you have feelings for this, or you like this. Say you have to leave the job, but and you're trying, you know, it's like you need to move on, or, you know, whatever the case is, but you know that it's gonna make you sad because you like what you do, something to that effect. The Hierophant. This is something that you're learning. So this is definitely growth. Like, it's almost like if you were in your younger self, you'd be handling it a lot more immaturely. This is self-sacrificing. This is taking our time, trying to get more information on things. So whether this is you need to move out, but your roommate can't afford it without you, and you're kind of holding off, or if this is you need to leave your job, but you're going to find a different one first because you have to pay for your housing, and you know, or you're going back to school. Something to do with authority. I wonder, you know, because the Hierophant can also talk about challenging the status quo. Like, this talks about traditions, the way things have always been. And sometimes we're challenging that. We're challenging authority. We don't like how they're doing things. We can see it a different way, but we don't want to tell them. So we're just kind of self-sacrificing to kind of keep a happy home, to keep things stable. But it's giving us like this, you know, that it eventually is going to need to be said or addressed in some sort of way. I'm going to pull one more card out of this deck, just if there's any more clarity. This is just kind of saying what's going on, not really the advice. Ooh, Ten of Cups. Four of Swords. So there's another four. There's that waiting. And then this is the Ten of Cups. This is your happily ever after. Emotional fulfillment, that sort of thing. And then the waiting, Four of Swords is, I always like to, where it's like a rest where you could take a salt bath or go for a walk outside, barefoot, ground your energy. And I love how he's barefoot in this, because that's how I always talked about this energy of this card in other decks. It's like that needed, reset. So maybe you're taking this time out to reset this, so you're kind of going to handle things instead of the glass is half empty, it would be more half full, because you're wanting to be happy ultimately. This is the Ten of Cups. All right, I guess I don't want to spend too much more time. Things might come to me as I'm over here, so let's go ahead with the love reading. And then we are going to pull an oracle card for any last messages or advice from the universe, and also a healing crystal, and those always match up really well. So I feel like sometimes with readings like this, it's like telling us what's going on, but it's not really giving us how to get out of it or what we're supposed to do. But maybe that's because you're already doing the right thing. You're in the self-sacrificing mode. You're not being impatient. You're not, but, and then we do have, we ended with the Ten of Cups. So that's, okay, Spirit. Let's go on to love and romance for Scorpio. Justice. Ooh, Towers under the deck. All right, so scales might be tipping in your favor. Justice might be coming your way, or things are going to start turning around for you after a lot of chaos. Four of Wands again. So these could be overlapping or intermingling with each other. You might be moving in with somebody. You might be signing a contract on a house. What do we have under the deck? Three of Pentacles. Yes, things are moving. Things are coming together and working. As you can see, these are they're collaborating. They're doing teamwork. It doesn't necessarily have to mean you're collaborating with somebody. It can talk about things are really coming together and working. So you could be signing a contract on a new house. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Something new is coming in. So, this new happiness, the bud of a new relationship. So this could be a whole new beginning, like you're buying a house together. What do we have? The Knight of Wands. So definite movement with passion. Let's see. So for some of you, it could be, on an emotional level, this is like really big. You are, the scales are tipping in your favor, and now, okay, if you're not buying a new house, this would be, justice is coming your way, where kind of like, finally it's going to be your turn. With this Ace of Cups coming in, it's finally like love is coming your way. So you might be meeting someone soon. With the Four of Wands, you could be meeting somebody at a reunion or a wedding, a party, something like that. But the Four of Wands does represent your home, and it also represents that pause where everything is out on the table. Nothing is being hidden from you. Things are very stable. It's interesting because this is really catching my eye here. That has the Four Wands creating this portal of the person coming through. And we are doing a love and romance reading. So this might be your mirrored person. This might be someone that mirrors you, a very equal and beautiful relationship. Then we have a lotus here in the Ace of Cups. So, and they're coming in fast. This might be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius coming in. Wow. And then you're going for your 10 of Cups, so possibly, and then we had 10 of Cups twice, you guys. Why did I not pick up that right away? We had 10 of Cups twice over here, and 2 4 of Wands. A lot of rainbow, you know, like healing, and the sun is coming out after the storm. We even have that kind of here. So the 10th house is about authority. So I would say that you're respecting your elders and you're kind of holding off at this time. Whether it is to move out on your own, that sort of thing. You're kind of doing the self-sacrificing because it's not the time, or you're scared to tell them. However, there is justice here, so that means, you know, you will be making a decision. You're just kind of getting the strength and gaining some more information. But, oh my gosh, this whole new life over here, so to speak. I'm going to pull one of these. Kind of, if there's any advice or last messages. Oh, I didn't clarify that actually. I'm going to go ahead and pull this anyway because this is what I was drawn to do. But I might clarify this. Well, now there's 3. All right. I'm going to go ahead and I'll wait on that. Yeah, these. So I want to clarify the love reading a moment, and then we'll go on to the oracle for the last healing messages or advice or any other messages that didn't come out that need to. And then we'll get the healing crystal card that also gives, it's like the healing crystal kind of like what's needed to be heard at this time. Okay, let's clarify the justice, the 4 of Wands, that Knight of Wands energy with this Ace of Cups coming in for love and romance for Scorpio. 8 of Swords. So analysis paralysis, kind of being in our head about things. There's an 8 here and an 8 here. This is working really hard to master your skill. This is hard work and dedication, this 8 of Pentacles. And this one is the I can't card. It's like I don't see a way out. You know, you're like just like over analyzing and over worrying, and you're up in your head too much about things. Queen of Swords again. So we have Queen of Swords, Queen of Swords. And then Magician's under the deck. So this could be letting us know that you have all the resources that you need to make this happen. And with the Queen of Swords coming out twice, I feel like that is saying, you know, with the 2 of Swords, you do have to kind of speak up or make the decision. If you need to let somebody down, you know, like you still need to live your life. Life is short and you need to do what you need to do. So if you need to move out or change jobs or whatever it is that you need to tell somebody, your decision or your change, or that, you know, doesn't necessarily mean that you're cutting them out of your life, but you are being the Queen of Swords and saying what needs, you know, you're not there to harm them, but you need to live your life and do whatever change it is that you're doing. So you are up in your head about it. You're not wanting to see it or make that decision. Then the Queen of Swords came out again. You have the Magician. You need to do this in order to manifest this beautiful love that is waiting for you. If you're in a current relationship, then that would be, doing what needs to be done to bring back the passion and the spark, or take things to another level, whether you're trying to get engaged, get married, move in. We've got 2 4 of Wands cards, so that is the engagement card, the wedding card, or the marriage card, as well. So something needs to happen, maybe, but you do have all the resources. So it's just a matter of you being in your head too much and not wanting to make that decision. So let's see what the advice is. And I'm not really feeling this deck as I was shuffling it for this reading. I'm going to go ahead over to this one. Any last advice or messages for Scorpio for the month of March for this reading? I want to see what that was. Truth. Tell the truth. Maybe that's what's going on. It's not really a decision, but it's like you need to tell somebody, hey, I've decided this, but you haven't been truthful with them. And then we have another mirror as well. So I think that's kind of what's holding this from growing, is a truth needs to come out. So I'm going to go ahead with that card because I feel like that is the card that needed to come for this. And under the deck, actually, it says clarity. So we have truth and clarity. Be clear in what you're manifesting, because you are in your head about some things and you are needing to cut something out or be truthful, All right, let's go ahead with a healing crystal. And it does say you're seeking out more information here with the page. Whoa, we got 2 again. All right, so one might be for the, the everyday life, and one might be for the love. So I'll go with rhodonite here first. It's yin and yang, fertility and compassion. Rhodonite, or rhodonite, rhodonite. It's the stone of brotherly love, the shared connection between all of humanity. Equilibrium is key for this crystal, which has the capacity to calibrate emotions, balance yin and yang, and source energy from a grounded place. Yin and yang is like masculine and feminine, like polar opposites in a sense. It can bring light to emotional scars from the past, transforming them to foster a stable everyday life. Rhodonite helps remove blame from the situation, whether it's pointed at you or someone else. Accept the situation for what it is and learn to forgive yourself with love and compassion in the process. Yes. It's like we don't want to hurt somebody else, or we're going to feel bad, or we're going to blame ourselves. Healing energy. All right. Tanzanite. Transmutation, illumination, and psychic. Connecting you to spiritual realms and beyond. Tanzanite assists in living with more awareness and bringing spirituality into your day-to-day. It helps navigate your journey between altered states of consciousness, from deep meditation to assessing psychic powers. Metaphysical abilities are enhanced with the stone, creating a direct line of communication between you and your spiritual team. It unveils your true path, transmuting the old into the new and acknowledging that the road is ever winding. Your journey is constant flow. Trust your path. All right, so this is going to help you connect with those signs and synchronicities and your spiritual team, so that you know when you're tuned into the right path. And then it's saying to trust your path. So I feel like with the analysis paralysis energy over here, and we're really needing to connect to our spiritual team, because it looks like we are going to get like a soulmate or a mirrored person here. So I'm going to put this energy over here to transmute that energy. And then we're going to put this one over here that is going to remove the blame from the situation, so that you can go ahead and make that decision or tell the truth about whatever that is. So we're going to put the healing crystals over those energies to try and help you through this month. A beautiful reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I can't wait to see how your next month begins. So if you want to see that as well, make sure you hit subscribe so that you can join me next month for your reading. And if you want to see any more readings before next month, I do dailies and weekly readings as well. So just hit the bell so you'll be notified when those are up. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one.